Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is trying to calm frustrated CDC employees. In an open letter, Kennedy tells them he has full confidence in their work. Political reporter Doug Reardon is live at CDC headquarters in Atlanta. And Doug, this letter comes a day after the agency was put under new leadership again.
And we just obtained that letter a couple of minutes before coming on air here. As you mentioned, after serving the shortest tenure as director in CDC history, Susan Menarez was fired by the White House this week. She was swiftly replaced with Jim O'Neill, who most recently served as the Undersecretary of HHS, directly under Secretary Kennedy. But there are some concerns here tonight, as O'Neill has no prior medical or infectious disease experience or training. And so, in that open letter, the Secretary, Robert F. Kennedy, tried to quell some of the fear and frustration that CDC employees here are clearly facing and telling us so. In that letter, he writes, quote, "Your daily efforts, often unseen, save lives. Reform does not diminish your work, it strengthens it." After the shortest tenure as director in CDC history, Susan Menarez was fired this week and swiftly replaced with Jim O'Neill. O'Neill, who has no medical training, was an HHS advisor, biotech investor, and speechwriter in the health department under President George W. Bush. He's also a noted vaccine critic.
I'm not going to talk about personnel issues, but the CDC is an agency that is very troubled for a very long time.
A day after Menarez's firing, Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said differences over vaccine policy and what he called the culture at the world's leading public health agency led to the leadership change.
There's a lot of trouble at CDC, and it's going to require getting rid of some people over the long term.
In fact, the shakeups this week alone have been many. After Menarez was fired, 3 top health officials defiantly resigned and walked out for the final time on Thursday to fanfare from their former colleagues.
The direction that the country's public health is going is not one that is evidence-based or science-based, which is why our resignations are really together are trying to raise a red flag for everyone.
The former officials who ran the CDC's respiratory illness and data surveillance programs said Kennedy never got briefings directly from them and issued a dire warning about the future of information coming out of the CDC.
If it's coming from CDC scientists, you can trust it. If it's coming from the administration and hasn't been cleared by CDC scientists or reviewed by it, then I would have concerns.
Now, the new acting director, Jim O'Neill, can only serve as just that, acting director, until he is officially confirmed by the Senate. And that letter that we mentioned, the open one to CDC employees from Secretary Kennedy, you can read the full thing right now on our website. We're outside CDC headquarters. Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.